Hey guys, well, I've been consulting everybody all day back there, and I finally got enough of a break that I wanted to come back as promised and go over the new Younique self tanner. As a lot of you know, I was a salon owner that we specialized in spray tanning, and I would carry products for my clients to either keep their tan that they had received from me or to just in general stay dark. And the thing I noticed about this right off the bat, without even using it, was one, the consistency. The consistency of a tanner needs to be thick enough that it gives good coverage, but not so thick that it doesn't spread nicely and evenly. What I noticed about this is kind of almost like a lotion slash gel, okay? The best of both worlds. And it's tinted, so you get to see where it's at. You know, if you rub it on and you make a mistake, I'll show you. You can see, okay, I need to blend that in. The other thing I noticed was the smell. Some self-tanners have too much of a beachy smell, and when you put it on, you kind of go around and you're in line somewhere and somebody's going, it smells like the beach in here. Do you smell that? And you're like, well, it's not me, you know, but it is. So this does not have that. It's got a slight bit of a kind of a beachy smell, but it doesn't really smell coconutty. It's more of just a clean smell. It's amazing. I think you're really gonna like that. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, you're gonna, when you get your product, you're gonna take the seal off of it, which I already did, and you're gonna apply, I actually like to apply about, I would say at least, I don't know, that's probably not going to be enough. I would say like this much. I'm going to show you kind of what I got in my hand, okay? See how it's brown? Okay, and I'm going to try to get up close enough that you can see. I'm going to kind of be back here and then I'll go up closer. But what you want to do is you want to have enough to put it on. You want to go and you want to work quickly. You're going to apply that all the way up, all the way down to your hand. And you go in circular motions too. So do you see how you're going up and down? And then you're going this way too, like a ringing motion. You're just gonna cover that. And it's super easy, super fast, and you're bringing that down to the hand, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you can kind of see already a little bit of color difference, okay? So, and I love the smell. It is like amazing. So I'm like looking forward to that. Okay, now I'm gonna try the other side and I'm gonna mess it up a little bit. And again, I don't know if you can kind of see a little bit of a change already because it's tinted. So I'm gonna do the other side for you. And again, you wanna put enough. Here's what happens. People sometimes don't put enough self-tanner, okay? I'm going to show you something here and I'm going to go over that. Okay, let's say that this was clear and you rubbed it on, and I got dogs in the background, sorry, and you rubbed it on and you thought, okay, that's it, I'm done. Look, you can see where it's like not rubbed in. So what you do is you just go in and you make sure, again, you want to rub it back and forth. Spin this around here. Rub it back and forth in a ringing motion. And again, you know, rub it all over your arm. So you're working quickly. That's the main thing. Work quickly. And you're going to want to wash your hands when you're done, but I'm going to show you something that's pretty cool. Those of you that have worked with tinted self-tanners before, my hands are going to need wash, but they aren't like, usually I have like brown, like it's like brown at the palms. So what you're going to do is you're, like I said, you're going to blend that all the way in, down to the hands. You're going to wash your hands, and then what you do is after you've applied it all over the body and it's starting to dry, what you do is you take a little bit, once you've washed your hands a couple times, what you'll do is put a little bit more than this, but I'm just showing you. See how I have a little bit on the back of my hand? What you do once you're done and you've washed your hands, now your hands are going to be white, just go like this and use your hand like a paintbrush. Go all the way down the fingers. Now, if you've got a lot on there and it's smushed down between your fingers, you might want to get a towel or a washcloth and just go between each finger, okay? Don't forget to wash your hands. If you don't, you're going to look like you played in something very terrible and it got stuck. But the main thing is using enough. That's what I was starting to tell you. The main thing I see people mess up with self-tanners is they get scared, which we all do, and they think, okay, if I just use a little bit and I mess up, it won't mess up as bad as if I use a lot. Not true. Try imagine painting a wall with just a little drop of paint, and you get done with the roller and you get back and there's all kind of missed spots and streaks and all kind of stuff like that. Same thing's gonna happen with your self-tanner. If you don't use enough, you wanna use like the size of a quarter per arm, a little bit less for the chest, about the size of a quarter for the belly, size of a quarter for the upper thighs, and maybe size of a nickel or a dime on the legs. And what you do on the legs, and I'm gonna put this leg up here and you're gonna be like, what is she doing? On your leg, I know there's a big boot there, but on your leg, you're gonna do your leg, and then after you rub it all the way in to where it's like dry like this, you're gonna blend the rest of it down to the toes and around to the back. Just the excess you're gonna blend down to the feet. If you plop it right on the foot, like I did on your hand, on the hand, you're gonna have like, it's gonna be a mess. You're gonna look like you have something real mud all over your feet. So we wanna just blend down, blend the legs and then blend the excess down to the foot. But the main thing is use enough. If you don't use enough, it's gonna be all patchy and blotchy. You wanna let this dry for at least 4 to 6 hours. Try not to shower for 12 if you can help it. And then I like to do mine at night and then sleep and then get up in the morning and I'm tan. Definitely do that with the face product. You can spray that on, put it on the face for night, and that way you've got a nice tan in the morning. Somebody had asked, should we use this over top of our makeup? Because I sprayed some on my makeup today. No, because it's not an aerosol. So if you spray it over top of the makeup and there's little fleckies, they're gonna dry darker in certain areas and make it look freckled. So you don't want to use it over top of your makeup, but you can use it at night to tan your face. Somebody else said, should I use it under my makeup? You can, but here's what can happen. Some of those tanners, once they're applied, need to be dried 4 to 6 hours before they come in contact with anything wet. So if you're using a powder foundation, you can do that. You can use this and then put your powder over top and it's going to tan you during the day. But if you're putting a liquid on, you put the tanner on and then you start smearing liquid over top, you might get an uneven finish to your tan. So I hope that helps a little bit. I'm going to be reviewing this. I'm going to finish tanning everything here and I am going to give a review on this and let you know what color I have and how it's lasting and how it's fading. So I hope that helps and I will talk to you soon. Happy tanning!